Jesus Christ.
Butts, butts,
Butts,
butts,
butts,
butts, butts, butts, butts, butts, butts,
Butts,
butts, butts.
Oh, shit.
Good lord. Are we ready? We're ready to
Yeah.
do something. I don't know.
Actually,
what.
Maybe.
I need like 5 minutes because no, I'm kidding.
Actually, I'm gonna get a drink.
You're all banned.
God.
I'm not disappointed. I am mad.
Me too. I'm mad at whoever Swim's mad at, but it's not me.
The funny part is I actually have like 2 drinks in front of me.
Whoa, look, big spender over here, 2 drinks. Hey, pour those out.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Oh shit.
No. Fuck you.
Ed's last
Careful.
I
$25.
can't believe you're bullying me like
upgrade.
this.
Pour it out like Vile's beer.
This is the last $5.
Anyways.
So Mage,
Yes.
What are we doing?
stuff happened last time, didn't it?
Did it?
Did it?
A little
don't know.
bit.
A lot.
There was some stuff.
Definitely did.
I mean, there's like all those fucking giant robots and shit. Like, that was obviously something, right?
Apparently something happened.
God, I wish.
But we did end with Yue having a talk with Natul, and he went maskless for her, so, what's that about?
Oh.
That's true. That's true. What else happened? Adam and
mask off
Napano
action.
bonded over Dragon Blood.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Lyle and Otto and Tori had a little heart-to-heart where they said, Lyle, you're not actually that much of an idiot, loser. I mean, maybe a little, but...
That's not. We said you're not that much of an idiot, douchebag, retard loser.
Yeah.
We said all that.
Something like that.
something like that.
Those were all
More or
worked in.
less.
And then
By you
Gazelle talked to Joel, Jeff.
Yeah, he made a friend.
He made a friend. He was like, wow, Barry's fucking weird. By the way, Otto, you nearly destroyed the human race. Just saying.
That is not what he said.
That's
He
pretty
said
close to
that-
what he said.
The things that Otto, the machines that were made that are like Otto, did do that, yes. It's
Hey.
not Otto's fault specifically.
Well,
That we know of.
If I still got to pay for the crimes of white people 150 years later,
Wow.
Well,
Otto's guilty
you
as
just
fuck.
got us banned from YouTube. Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Hmm.
We left off with Otto going to find Yue, and she was talking to Natul, and he certainly had his mask off, and it was a thing.
He's an old motherfucking looking man.
He sure
Very old
is.
looking.
But yes, Otto wanted, or Natul wanted to talk to Otto specifically, so I guess that's where we're starting.
No,
Correct.
well, we didn't bring up that Napano and Adam also had a heart-to-heart where
Yes, I did.
they kept trying to steal books. No, you didn't.
Yes, he-
Said they bonded
Yes, he
over
did.
Dragon Blood.
and,
No.
and Apano ran into a skeleton person.
Oh yeah, the Skelly Man. I
He
remember.
seemed
the
very
Skelly
nice.
Skelly
Very-
Skelly,
Man.
Skelly
bro.
lady, please.
Skelly,
Skelly
Skelly
lady.
lady.
Whatever. All Skellies are Skelly Man.
She would be very upset with you right now. You'll never learn what her deal is
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we will.
It's
please.
fine.
if you want to.
We'll see.
Okay.
She has a whole deal. It's funny.
Maybe the next playthrough.
Yeah, new game plus. It's fine.
Wow.
I'm going to
game.
delete the save and all of your characters with it.
No.
Hate it here.
Good.
Yeah, it's fine. Zaha had a good run.
Okay, well, Otto,
Yes.
I suppose it makes only sense to start where we left off.
Okay.
You have entered this room, the meeting room you had all met. Natul is sitting at his seat where he was before. Yue is seated in the seat beside. That just words. She is sat. She is.
She's sitting
I
beside him.
sat. Yes,
Seated.
thank you. I said it, and then I pushed myself too much. Yes, she is sitting beside him, and they appear to have been conversing. At some point, he appeared to have taken his helmet off, revealing the very, very old-looking man that you see before you, with long white hair that looks very like scraggly and old. He does not look great. He looks like a grandpa times infinity.
Grandpa times infinity.
He's
Jeez.
got a lot of wrinkles.
Go easy on him, damn. He's like times infinity old.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
He had addressed you and said something along the lines of, "I suppose it's time we talked as well."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Otto's going to take in what he's seeing and then walk over to sit down beside them, staring at the old man.
Are you sick?
Not in the traditional sense, no. I don't have a disease, I suppose you could say. But I am not the best off, I guess. My condition is self-inflicted, you could say. I am. I well, should be pretty obvious by looking at me. I am very, very old, Otto.
Are you going to die?
No. No, I am not.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Cool story, bro. Anyway, I'm a robot.
Beep boop.
I suppose you have many questions for me. It appears you have some, judging by your demeanor, and that you're here alone. Aside from your mother, of course.
Do you have answers?
It depends on your questions, but most likely.
Did I
What
help
is.
destroy the world?
Very specific question. How best to answer? I was around at the time when that all occurred, but I was not an active participant. I had taken shelter with some research I had done. It was a desperate time. There are many projects being worked on. The project that created you and think those like you was one such project. Obviously, is the one that ended up putting a stop to the Gladys and also ended up destroying what was left of that civilization. Whether you specifically participated in that, I do not know. In the aftermath, and with what I had asked those, or in what records I had found of those who had remained in the aftermath, you could have been, but as I understand it, there were three. Perhaps you have heard this, but I will repeat it as it is relevant here. There were three main automatons involved in the disaster. They were those that would control the others, the generals, the main bodies, the central minds, I guess you could call them. They, when the Cladis were dealt with and contained, such as it is, they turned on humanity. and began to wipe it out. I don't know
Why?
as to why. It's something has to do with their nature, I suppose. They are, from what I understand, they're amalgamations. There was a lot of cost in creating them. A lot of people were put into making them. Specifically, their souls. To create things of such power that could wipe those abominations from the world, it required immeasurable strength. And so, upon apparently learning and finding the effectiveness of the use of souls, it was the primary purpose of the project at the time to attempt to weaponize that in some manner. There were several offshoots. I believe the automatons were one such offshoot, the most successful one. And I believe in the case of these master units, they were created by pressing together countless souls. And in the wake of destroying their enemy, it appeared that that experience had driven them with a hate for the people that had done that to them. And so they turned on those people and began to burn the civilization that did that to them.
Damn.
That is what is believed to be the case from what I have read. However, though they scoured most of the cities from existence and wiped them clean, humanity did not die. And according to records, it was because one of the automatons convinced the others to stop, I guess. I don't
For
know if that was a control unit or if that was some other thing, some other project, perhaps. I don't know. That I do not have an answer for. Once more, it was not my project. I studied other things, sought other solutions.
Ajay, I know we're not in the room, but for clarification, when you said they began turning on humanity because they had done that to them, are you talking just humans or other races as well?
He said what he said, and I'm not going to clarify.
Okay.
Hmm.
Am I the only one left?
Oh no. Far from it. Beyond finding remnant cores, old cores of old automatons, some of which retained some level of consciousness, a lot didn't. You are a unique case, I believe, because you don't have the memories of that time, do you? Your memories began when you awoke with your mother here, yes?
Somewhat.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, some awoken and then gave birth to new personalities, new memories. They did not retain their old selves. Others did, and others were completely blank. It's a case by case basis. However, they're not. It's not just the cores that survived. I believe I told this to your friends as well, but two of those master units, at least I know for certain, still exist. And not as cores, but as what they are. They still exist on this earth.
Are they active?
I believe at least one is. The other I suspect is, but I am not certain. I have only suspicions. And the third I have no idea.
Where are they?
Well, one is in Oh, I can't. One, I believe, is in the jungles of Volkheim. No, I know it's in the jungles of Volkheim. It is. It keeps to itself, and as I understand from the people around it, it is mournful. It is. It wants to just be left alone.
People around it.
Yes, you would. I believe Alden. You recall when you met Alden and you met those lizardmen?
Yes.
The lizardmen have a god called uh what was the name of that god? I have it
Wibatanya.
written down.
We must on you.
Wait a minute.
Quyun. Their god is that unit, is that machine.
Oh.
I see.
We must on you. We must on you.
Woo lulu. Woo lulu.
They protect her and her artifacts with great enthusiasm. And we have made some limited contact with her. She has gestured that she just simply wishes to be left alone, and as long as we respect that, then then there is no problem between our groups, I suppose. But in terms of trying to converse with her, it might be a bit more difficult beyond just being on another continent. Not to
Why?
mention, of the she doesn't like to talk. From the people I have spoken to, who have I dispatched to make contact, and I doubt she would want to speak to me, given that I am one of the few people from that time, and she might recognize that and might take offense. And of the three, she is the strongest.
What of the others?
One beyond the only other one I know of, and I have a suspicion as to where they are, but I have not made contact. We made contact with her first, and after considering and suspecting where this other is, we believe they are of a similar mind to just be left alone. But they are here on Zhao. Do you know of the desert to the northeast
No.
or northwest?
No.
Uh,
I have not been there.
it is the kingdom of Kamal. It is the home of the Zyran people on Zhao. And in their capital city is a religious place, a sanctuary for those of their faith. They worship mm, a sort of divinity there, but after having learned of Kuan and her situation, I suspect that perhaps they are there. As to what they are doing or what they are how they are being handled or if they are being detained or what the circumstances are exactly, I do not know. But I suspect they are there.
I see.
But if you had questions for one like you, I think that would be a place to start.
Do you think they would help?
I believe so. They're known to accept those who come with honest intention.
What
And
were you two speaking about?
he looks to her. Yue shifts in her seat a little bit. I believe that you came into contact with Alden, and he informed you that he was on a mission to search for, well, your core, I believe. You know?
Yes.
That was a mission I had assigned him.
Why?
Well, looks to Yue, looks back to Otto. I wish to understand how your core works.
Why?
He's gonna get you, Otto.
Because I need a place to house my soul. It does
You
not
don't like
require.
your body?
You need to understand that to maintain my body as it is, to maintain myself, and to maintain my mind, even, I've had to make many sacrifices. Sacrifices I grow weary of having to make, and I cannot die as things stand, especially with the news both you and yours have brought. The world is not. I know of too much that is at stake now that I cannot share and teach in a reasonable amount of time. There are too many secrets that no one on this planet has the means to understand. I need to continue living until the world can survive without my knowledge. And into that end, I made a choice, and I have had to end up in the circumstance you find me now. It is not a glamorous existence, and I do not relish it, but I need to continue going for now. And the thing about you and yours is that though, as I understand it, the process appears to be traumatic, you, at least as far as I have seen of many of them, have maintained yourself the best of many. Perhaps it is due to you not quite retaining your memories, or because you are different than the others, perhaps. The others I've examined have not been as stable as I believe they could be. But you,
Why
why?
haven't you passed on your knowledge? You are old.
I have been teaching people for as long as I've been alive. But it's difficult. It's difficult to start from zero, I suppose you could say. I've been trying, and I have had many promising people come under my tutelage. But they lack the they lack the context for what I know. I've tried to teach it to them, but oftentimes it isn't sufficient.
You are burdened.
Yes.
I don't understand enough about myself to let you become something like me.
Then perhaps I should help you on your quest to find yourself then.
Mom,
Yes.
what do you think about this?
It's a bit much, but that, do you really have more memories that you beyond our time together?
I had a dream
You had a
once.
dream. He also looks very interested in that information. You had a dream, but you don't. But Otto, you don't sleep. How did you dream?
I don't know. I don't understand it either.
Otto, it's your decision. I want you to do what you think you need to do. Do you think you need to need to find out more about this? Then I will stand by that. But that's your decision to make. And you know,
I need to know where I came from before I know where to go. I will
Then-
not risk destroying the world again if that is what happened.
she sighs, like, if that's what you believe you need to do, then all right, that's what we'll do.
I should speak with my friends.
Very well.
You will speak with them too.
If that's what you wish. Of course, I would prefer not to not wear my mask in front of others. I don't like to show my face.
Yeah, you're super ugly, bro.
Subconscious.
Yes. It's when you have to look at yourself and you look like this in the mirror, it's very disheartening.
Yeah,
We all been
I
there,
don't
bro.
understand.
yeah, it's every day.
He picks up his
Cheers, I'll drink to that.
He picks up his helmet and he puts it back on. You hear air escape as it clamps around his head.
Why do you take it off for you, though?
Hmm?
I will tell them you're old if they ask.
Well, they already sort of know I'm old, but if you need to emphasize the point, by all means.
I will not lie to them.
I'm not asking you to.
Good.
Good. Turns up nose.
Back in my day, we didn't even walk to school. We just walked uphill all day, 24 hours.
Back in my day, we floated over the ground.
Hovered ominously.
We hovered ominously. We pondered orbs.
Everything was great until you youngsters came along and invented gravity.
Goddamn gravity. Very well. Do you wish to call them here, or should we go to them? I have been sitting in this chair a while. Would like to get up.
We can go to them.
All right. Excellent. Where are they?
Cafeteria.
Excellent. I could use a snack.
You eat.
I do. I have to do it very subtly. I have to be very careful. I can eat through this mask, you know. Pokes the helmet. It's a secret.
Okay.
Broadcast.
Wait, you eat food as he gets up and you start leaving the room. And then you like puts her face in her hand. Oh, please tell me you didn't eat more things. You just ate crackers, right? You only eat crackers. Crackers are fine. What did you have?
Oh god. Oh,
You had pancake. Please. Did you have syrup on the pancakes, Otto?
Maybe.
Otto, it's gonna get caught. I'm gonna have to clean that, Otto.
My friends enjoy it when I eat.
Well, they don't have to clean it.
Okay, we'll go find
You're good until he starts eating the electronics. Mother, I crave the car radio.
Mother the Rangoon.
Very well. So, they are heading back to the cafeteria. Meanwhile, back in the cafeteria, as you sit with Jeff,
What's going on, guys?
I think Adam and Napano came in late to you guys going at the cafeteria, but when they see that people are sitting down and having stuff to eat, the owl is going to notice that someone has fruit and just start flapping their wings very excitedly, remembering the pineapple that they had in the market. And you hear her go like, "Oh, that's pineapple. Can we give me control? And Napano just kind of sighs and slumps their head. Fine. And the owl just flies into Napano's head and disappears. And then Napano jerks upright and starts like inhaling pineapple like a crazy person.
this crazy goblin is eating this pineapple like it's an apple. It's very disturbing, Gazelle. Oh my god, it's just biting right in. Like, that's gotta hurt, right? It's a pineapple. What are you doing? We didn't even cut it yet.
They don't know that. They're not native to the region they're from.
Goblins are a funny lot most of the time.
Oh god, I want a pineapple helmet now.
Funny looking.
Adam looks over at Sherikon and just kind of tilts his head. Sherikon also tilts his head in response, and then just kind of like headbutts Adam's chest a little bit to try and like repeat what the owl did, but it does nothing.
Nice.
Adam just kind of laughs and pats Sherikon's head. You tried.
Well, I guess pineapple is pretty good. I just don't know if it's that good. I've never actually had pineapple.
Want some?
I'm gonna look at Napano covered in the pineapple, and I'll be like, "Oh, I'll get the next one."
All right.
You sure? We'll share. They just kind of hold out the husk to you if you want to stick your face into the side of it.
I
Gazelle
don't think
blinks.
that's...
You know what? Yeah, let me get some of that. I'm just gonna take the husk and just mash my face into it. Oh, ow.
Goodness.
Oh. Barry, they're adopting your eating pineapple method.
It's pretty good. Can I get more? I want more.
Goodness.
Happening.
You all disgust me. The
Bonding
goblin,
with
the goblin, I
Bond.
understand. The old man, sure, but Tori.
It's really good.
How dare you? I would never eat pineapple like that. That's Barry's thing.
Sure.
No, we can get you more pineapple. We got more. It's a cafeteria. You can just go get more. You don't have to. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not gonna stop you. It's not my job.
What is your job?
I told you I'm a researcher. I research things.
What do you research?
I research weird shadow things. I told
Weird
you.
shit.
Remember? Did you already forget? I just told you.
I don't think I was here for that.
You were sitting right there.
Hmm.
Sounds made up.
This is
I
why.
To be fair, it does feel like we've been sitting here for like 2 weeks.
It hasn't been that long.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
sure?
I'm not trying to be mean, but
Gazelle, who's your friend?
it's been a long couple of last weeks.
This
So
is
your
Jeff.
your friends are very rude.
I know. It's okay. They mean well. Well, most of them.
Good
Not
one.
gonna clarify.
Of course. Naturally.
For all you know, he's talking about Tori. He's seen what she can do, what she's done.
Out of the corner of your eyes, you see a skeleton woman. Walk in and take a seat at a far table.
I think Lyle
Adam
should do
blinks and then
a
just
double take.
taps Nipana.
She has many books. She appears to have gotten crackers. She appears to be chewing the crackers.
Crackers.
Oh my god. Is that a Cladis? No, it's not. Is it? I don't.
I think it's a lich.
A witch.
A lich.
No, silly. That's a you don't know. I forget people don't know wizard things. No, silly. That's not a lich. A lich would still have skin.
Are you sure?
Most of the time.
Huh.
Are you sure that that's not a lich?
Yeah, it's just a skeleton. That's just I don't remember if I named her. Did I name her last time? I did not name her.
I don't think you named her, no.
No. Let's
Gazelle
see.
is going to kind of cup his hands over his mouth. Where's your phylactery?
She looks back at you with her cracker in her mouth.
Adam
Her
just kind of smacks his
teeth in her mouth.
forehead.
As she waves, I'll have one. Just
Okay,
like chewing
cool.
crackers. No problem. Gives you thumbs up.
Okay.
Good news,
I-
guys. It's not a lich.
That's Alani. She's nice.
I need to point out the absurdity of people giving Gazelle shifty looks for feeding Barry and watching it just drop out of his stump neck, but that skeleton he's eating.
That is a good question. What
Where
happens
does the
to the food?
go?
Hold
We had
on.
to. Most of us have already accepted the fact that Gazelle exists at all.
Hold on. Hold on. I need to clarify this. Did you say that the skeleton's name was Salami?
Alani.
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 That would have
Bonisha.
way. Wow, something
You're
loses
gonna have to write
interest.
It's like the drink, Alani.
I liked salami better.
She's great.
Salami wouldn't be great to drink.
Salami the bone. Lady.
Indeed, she helped us find you guys.
Is that right?
Adam just nods.
Lyle, you also recognize the bone lady because you saw her earlier, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
She fixed the vase that he
She
broke.
sure did.
She did.
I'm
It was
still
like that.
I'm still confused.
What are you
Holy
talking
crap.
about? Lyle didn't break it. It was like that when he got there.
Yeah.
How is she eating? What happens to the crackers when she puts it in her mouth?
You don't know. She chews them and they go into her robe. Where that happens after that, you'd have to open the robe. But that'd be very rude.
Oh, for some reason I didn't think she was wearing a robe. I thought she'd just be walking around naked.
Oh,
bones
she
and
has
all.
clothes? Gosh. What?
No, she had a robe.
Yeah, she's got clothes.
That was why I liked the Lady Death picture.
Gosh. So uncivilized.
How lewd.
Well, I mean, they just put those up in classrooms for people to look at.
That
Yes, well, that is tasteful.
That's for science. That's a person you're talking about right now. Goodness. Anyway, she's there. She's not at your table, but she's over there.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stare uncomfortably.
Hmm. Well. Why are you staring? Jeff says.
Yeah.
he does that to all the ladies.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Wait,
mm,
hold on.
I-
Is this skeleton hot?
I don't know.
Dude,
Is a skeleton hot?
This is.
You
this is
remember
a
her?
good one.
If you
does
remember
she have
hearing
nice
her
bone
sing,
structure?
Look,
You-
there's bone structure to take into account here.
she's a very pretty voice, is
Yeah,
what I believe I've said.
I
I
bet you
do
look at.
remember that.
Strong
I
bone.
bet you look at how bones look a lot, huh?
Yeah.
You said that she's got a robe on. Is there like a noticeable indent where her tits and ass should be?
No,
Yeah, it's just
it's
a
a
curvy
robe
skeleton.
on a skeleton.
Okay.
It's a big
bone,
robe on a.
bone titties, bone thighs.
Well, I'm just
It's-
saying, we don't know what's under
it's-
that robe.
A skeleton's under that robe. It's a big robe, a big comfy looking robe. It's not tight. It's just a big comfy robe.
Damn, not tight. Write that down, fellas.
Is that a trick?
Where do the crackers go?
It's
We
but a
don't
trick.
know.
I'm gonna find out. I'm going in.
He's going in, boys.
I'm gonna
He's gonna go flirt with the skeleton. Let's go.
I'm gonna get on the ground and I'm gonna crawl under the table.
Oh hell yeah! Here we go.
Dude,
Oh my god.
Damn.
After all that effort,
that sounds
convincing me
dangerous
he
to me.
wasn't a scumbag.
Defy danger, you bitch. You're using your dexterity.
Okay. Fuck.
Yes.
Hmm. As you try to snake crawl over the floor to try to get to the table, to take a peek under the robe, to get an eyeful of that good old skeleton underneath, you are moving, you're crawling, and then you realize you're not moving. You're close to the table, but you're not moving. You just like you're still doing the motion, but you're just like not going anywhere. You look at yourself for a second, and you realize you're glowing. And then you realize you're floating off the floor, and now you're in the air.
uh-oh.
Sweet.
Then you spin 180 degrees, and you are dropped, and you fall on your back on the floor. You take 1 damage.
Wait a minute.
Adam just laughs.
Am I able
Oh.
to?
Gazelle claps.
My roll says I got options.
Okay, what you got?
Shit. I didn't think this part through. Can I try and use my dexterity to land on my feet, or at least
No,
break
you've
my
already
fall?
failed. No, you've already failed.
But it says
No, that's to decide which stat you're rolling.
Oh, is that how it works?
Hmm. That's context for the kind of which stat you use.
Oh, I get it.
Mm.
Ow.
Yes, you fall on your back. That's all that happens, though. That's all that happens.
Hold on.
She looks over at you from her seat. Can I help you?
I was kind of hoping.
Gazelle's
She
gonna yell over. He wanted to look at your bonusy.
Now
What?
listen.
That's very rude. She flicks a finger, and you are lifted off the floor, and you're now vertical. So if you just fell, you would land at your feet. But it feels very awkward because you were in a laying position.
It is pretty awkward.
And she releases you, and you fall on your feet.
This is
Why are you having trouble over there? There aren't stairs, so I'm not sure why you fell.
Hold on.
Adam claps.
So, hey,
Yes,
can't help but notice that you're a skeleton.
I am. Yes, that's a very good observation.
Thanks. Yeah, there's other charming things about me too.
I don't see any.
Oh,
You just got to get to know me.
burn.
Yes. Is that why you were crawling on the floor like you were trying to peek?
I wasn't trying to peek.
Yes, you were.
No, I dropped something.
What'd you drop?
My knife.
Well, it seems you found it.
I did. Yes. It was great. Thanks for helping me up.
Are you the one who broke that vase earlier?
No.
Oh, that's right. You are, aren't you?
No, it was like that when I got there.
I see. I remember. Yes, of course. You're right.
So, what are you doing later?
Reading.
Oh. That's cool. I like reading.
Do you?
Yeah. There was one thing I was trying to read about, but I couldn't find. Maybe you can help me. Yeah.
No, I'm good. She flicks a finger and you turn 180 degrees, so you're now facing away from her.
Huh. Please?
Skedaddle.
Please?
And she waggers her fingers and stops looking at you.
Huh.
Damn. Got down by bones.
That's a mean skeleton.
Jim
I think
just
she
stares at
handled it
you.
well.
Hey, we remember you from the library, Napono says, going over, still pineapple in both hands.
We're together, by the way.
We don't know him.
No, we're friends. We've known each other a long time.
We're definitely not friends.
We're definitely not friends, but we've known each other a long time.
Too long.
Interesting. Yes, hello, I remember you.
We had wanted to know, are you alive, dead, reanimated? What
happens to the food?
What classification of being are you?
Oh, is that what you were trying to figure out?
Yes.
You could have just asked me. God, why doesn't no one just ask questions?
I thought you would be self-conscious.
We're asking now.
Okay, well, I have a spell. It kind of set up so that anything I consume kind of gets generated into energy and given to me. This is a little thing.
Is it like Dimension Door and it goes to your phylactery? Are you a lich?
No, what? No, I'm not a lit. Okay, to answer your question, little goblin, I am alive.
Oh.
You just don't have skin anymore?
I am a skeleton, yes.
But did you die, or did you just your skin went away after a long time?
I will tell you, as I told you before, it is complicated. I have never had skin.
Never once? How were you? Were you born this way?
Yes, technically.
Were you born, or did some wizard create you?
Well, it's very fascinating. Would you really like to know?
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
it's-
fascinated with all kinds of dead things.
Wonderful. It's part of my research. So you should take a seat. So that I'm going to talk to you for the next looks at wrist and watch 30 minutes. Get comfy.
Okay.
Have fun.
Well, you see, technically, these bones had flesh before, but I didn't.
Oh, it's Frankenstein.
What does that mean?
So there is an artifact we keep here. It is a
Phylactery.
skull with. Well, here, and she opens her one of her books. She pulls out of her robe and shows you a sketch of this like skull that's got these bone protrusions kind of jutting out of it in either side, like ending in like femurs on the top, and then a bunch of rib cages kind of arcing around the skull and like angling out toward the bottom. So it's kind of like a skull and crossbones, but crazier looking.
Okay.
It's like someone took all the bones of a human and jammed it around this weird shape around a skull, which is the centerpiece.
So it's like protecting the skull, the rest of the body is?
Sort of, but it's like the skull is like out and visible in this sketch.
Okay. And the artifact reanimates or gives life to beings like you?
It awakens skeletons. Is the most basic way to put it. It does. The important part to know is that it doesn't matter where that skeleton is.
Lyle's gonna raise his hand.
Yes.
Can it awaken my skeleton?
Yes. Now, here's an important question to ask you. What do you think happens when that happens?
You
Do we
asking
stay?
Lyle or me?
Do we stay friends?
Either of you can answer, but I want Lyle. I want this Lyle fellow to answer because I feel like it would make him uncomfortable.
I don't suppose we work together and become friends.
Well, where is your skeleton right now? Is the important question.
I sure hope it is under my skin.
Well, yes, but if your skeleton becomes aware and sentient inside your skin, gestures at you, what do you think happens?
Like I said, I sure hope we stay friends and work together and get along.
Well, unfortunately, that has not been the case thus far, and the unfortunate times that has happened.
Napano claps
you
their
tell-
hands and says, "This reminds us of that time when we had a bird person burst out of a flesh amalgamation. That was really exciting."
Yo, are you
I wish I
saying
could
that?
be friends with
Are
skeleton.
you saying that you just like unfurled somebody and escaped from them?
Not, I didn't intend to, but yes.
Oh God. I have to
It's
go.
not really.
I have to
Well,
go.
well,
Listen, it was
okay,
nice
well, you can
chatting
go.
with
That's
you.
fine. It's very nice. You can go. It's fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Looks at Dapano. So when that happens and the skeleton becomes a person inside another person, that has thus far resulted in the person that is the carrier of the skeleton not surviving and dying.
Majay, I just want you to know that I hate the implications of this.
You're lucky I'm not further describing it because I could. She's trying to be very polite about explaining it, but she also
Gazelle's
really
getting
wants to
really
talk about it.
excited at the prospect and wants to be friends with his skeleton.
No.
That sounds actually really fascinating. So how
And to be clear, I am not that person I was inside. She was a different person than I am.
were you a person that they knew? How did your soul? Did you have any relation to them?
No, I sprouted a soul. That's the most fascinating part. I have a soul now, and I generated a soul when I was awoken.
Independently. But
It just out of being awoken by this artifact, I was created, and what happened happened, but I had a soul, and I was a new person.
were
I was
you
very confused when I woke up.
were you ever another person? This isn't like reincarnation for
No,
you?
no. That was unfortunately, that was my first memory. I didn't have the context at the time to really know what I had done, but, you know, I realize how bad it is now, but at the time I was just, you know, I was practically a child.
Tragic way to start your life, but
Well,
not your
now,
fault.
in retrospect, yes, but at the time I was just confused.
So, who activated this skull then? And are you
Well, here's the part that's a little dangerous. So this artifact isn't activated by anything by being in sight of it. If you can see it, it is starting to work. And I don't mean this picture. This picture won't do anything. Don't worry, your skeleton is not going to awaken inside of you. It has to be the actual artifact. Don't worry. No one is allowed near the artifact anymore. The only one is anyone who it would not affect, and people like me. But I'm the other one here currently.
Gazelle raises his hand.
Yes, sir. Over at the other table.
Can I be friends with my skeleton?
That's very cute that you would want to be, and I'm very charmed, but I don't think that's possible.
What about Barry's skeleton? Holds up Barry.
She opens her mouth to speak, looks at Barry, puts a hand to her chin, and starts to scratch and think. Like, uh, hmm. I don't know. That might work, actually. Maybe. Hmm.
do you know the origin of the artifact? We're trying to understand why someone would create an item like that.
Oh, apparently it was created from some skeletal god a few hundred years back from some cult, as I understand it. But the name of that cult exactly, it was found much later. These are just what we've been able to transcribe from what little writing remained. The Mad God of Bones, he was called, I guess.
And it doesn't have to be necessarily wielded by someone. It activates independently. You're not
No, it just does what it does. Also, it floats off the ground mysteriously. We can't get it to not do that, but it makes it easy to keep it clean, I guess.
well, we're
Optimistic.
sorry about your tragic origin, but happy that you're not under the thrall of a weird bone god.
Oh no, I know. I think he's weird, from what I understand. He seems to just do random weird things with skeletons. It's very strange.
But what if he thinks he's weak and you actually were?
I'm sorry, what?
The bone god, what if the bone god thinks the bone god is weird?
What
And
if
you
the bone
actually
god thinks-
are a thrall?
At least he's
Uh,
self-aware. Shrugs.
Fair enough.
Does this artifact have a name? This weird skull.
Well,
Weird skull, obviously.
the Skull of Awakening, I guess, is what we translated it out to.
Cool.
Gazelle crosses his arms and nods.
I believe that answers all of our questions. Thank you for
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming to talk to
entertaining
me.
us.
Yes, that was interesting. Thanks for earlier too.
You're welcome. If you're ever on the 3rd floor or the 3rd basement level, don't go into the 3rd room on the right and enter the observation room. You don't want to be in there.
Gazelle makes mental notes.
I want to go there
That's
right
what I
now,
wanna go
actually. I'm gonna fly up there when nobody's looking.
You mean go down there? It's in the basement.
You said 3rd floor.
3rd floor basement level.
It's all underground.
I prefer my skeleton in my body. Thank you very much.
I hate
But
this
your,
place.
but your skeleton wants you to be free. Wants to be free.
Those hollow bird bones, you probably don't want those out.
No.
Don't you know, everybody? Everyone has a skeleton that just wants to be free.
But what if I become friends with my skeleton?
Well,
And
no,
then
because you're
me
the
and my-
skeleton's jailer, obviously.
But if I work together with the skeleton, I can punch twice as hard.
But you'd be imprisoning the skeleton.
I could give him control sometimes. He can look through my eyes.
Well, you seem to be missing the point where he's stuck in your flesh. Your flesh is a prison.
Nuh-uh.
To your skeleton it is.
The door
This is why-
is wide open, honestly.
This is why you can't be friends with your skeleton. This is why this doesn't work.
I agree to disagree.
Alright, after that conversation, I think Otto and Tool and UA would enter the room.
Did we get food?
You can get food, yes.
Natul said he was hungry.
He gets crackers.
Gazelle waves at Natul.
Gazelle waves, Natul waves back. The room kind of is all looking toward Natul as he heads to your table. Jeff gets very self-conscious and scoots to make room for the Natul.
Or the
Otto also
Natul.
gets crackers because UA makes it.
And she makes you get water too.
Yeah, I don't think she'd want him having crackers right now, especially with all that
Fine,
syrup still
Mom.
in him.
You think it might help?
The water might help deal with the stickiness that's stuck in all your business, and maybe that'll make it easier to clean.
Flushing them out.
If I
Smart.
was meaner, I would make you drink soap.
Is soap yummy?
No. That's why I'm not going to do that. That'd be a punishment. I don't want to do that.
Why?
No, because people can't eat soap. But I guess you could. It wouldn't really do anything to you, besides maybe make you clean, so maybe it'll be good. But I don't want to do that because that would be bad, so I'm very conflicted right now. You're making it harder for me.
I'll drink the water.
Thank you. Thank you, Otto. I appreciate that.
Gonna come back to the table and sit down with you guys.
And Tool sits at the table, just kind of chilling.
So, is he a skeleton?
My skeleton. Oh, you spoke with Alani, of course. No, I am not a skeleton. I
He
mean,
has flesh.
we all technically are skeletons, really.
Is your skeleton alive?
No.
Oh. Good.
I mean, technically, yes, it is, but again, technicalities. Hey, everybody, what's that over there? He points across the room at Alani, who is also
This-
needing another cracker.
It is super awkward.
The minute everyone takes their eyes off him for a second, a cracker is now missing from his plate.
Fucking do it.
Secret.
This is very carefully.
The Marcel method.
Ooh.
Are you discerning realities to find out how he did that?
Yes.
All right, what's your question?
What happened here recently?
He appears to have distracted you while he could do something with his helmet so he could consume a cracker before you could notice. But you, unfortunately, just kind of glanced away because he did point, and all he needed was like a second, which is why it's weird. But
Oh.
you swear you heard like the hiss of air from his helmet. But it was closed when you looked back.
Mr. Tool.
Yes. Please don't call me that.
Is that not your last name? I thought it was
No.
not Tool.
No, I just have. It's just my name. The tool is my name.
What's your last name?
I don't have one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. What's your question?
I forgot.
Eat your pancake, Gazelle.
I do really like your SCP Foundation, though. It is very nice.
I don't know what that means.
Me either, really.
What are these words you're saying?
I don't know. I have a headache.
Well, now I have a headache. What have you done?
I have a headache, and I don't think it's the brainworm.
What is the information hazard you're spreading? You need to tell me right now.
I don't know. I think it has something to do with the fourth wall.
I think it's... Oh no, you mentioned that. No, we're doomed. It's gonna collapse.
You
Gazelle
can't
takes
tell
a
what's
bite of
going on
pancake.
anymore.
It only exists until when you're thinking about it.
Gazelle takes a bite of pancake. Pancake.
Adam finally looks over to Otto. So, what'd you all talk about?
Whether I destroyed the world or not.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. I almost forgot
Mhm.
about that. I
Well,
got
I mean,
distracted
clearly you didn't.
by the whole skeleton thing.
We're all still here.
There is that, but
Yeah, did he do it?
I mean,
Unclear.
it's not clear. No,
Do I have to be
even
scared
if he.
scared of Otto?
I mean, were you scared of Otto before?
Ask
Sometimes.
again later.
I think he's a good boy.
Then he's a good boy. What he was then and what he is now are not necessarily the same. Potentially. Probably. It's to be determined. It's up to Otto, really.
I mean, technically, he's still a really big gun.
I mean, I don't. A lot of people here don't need a gun. Your friend there has a very powerful spear. Your other friend there appears to manipulate the dead in some manner. Your Tory there can kill a motherfucker with a sword pretty good, as I understand it.
yeah, she can.
Do I know what a
I've
gun
been-
is?
I've been known to slay a person or two.
I feel like there's a joke there that I don't understand, but I'm going to just go with it.
Yeah, you slay girl.
And you, my good fellow, seem to be pretty handy with a dagger. Looks at Lyle.
Yeah. Except for when it falls under the tables, am I right?
Well, everyone gets unlucky sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, who would have thought being unlucky? So, just throw this out there. I enjoy your hospitality and all, but I
Mhm.
find absolutely everything in this building to be horrifically terrifying. And
Most do. It's true.
I'm thinking we, or at least I, need to leave. But I don't know. If I'm being honest with you, all this talk about the Cladis, these brain worms and flesh spiders or whatever you want to call them, not thrilled about the idea of fighting something like that, but
Hmm.
also pretty not thrilled about that taking over the world. Kind of at a loss, honestly.
You're at a loss of what you want to do.
Uh,
Can
well,
a group of us do?
I can go home.
Find more information.
More information.
Precisely.
Um,
Perhaps, if I may make a suggestion, looks at Otto. Do you have a particular idea in mind of where you want to go?
I would like to find
I don't fucking remember what they're called.
Master units, control units, the the strongest of what you were, the strongest automatons, whatever. Any of those applies, really.
Automaton was the word.
control units.
a control unit? Like, what's a control unit?
I think
Well,
he
it's
said something about that before, didn't
Yes,
he? The big,
they were the
like auto, but bigger.
Oh, that
precisely,
thing.
essentially.
Okay. The
Yes.
big autos. That sounds
One
terrifying,
on-
too, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, to be fair, there's one is on another continent, unfortunately. I suspect the other that I know of, or I believe I know of, is just speculation. But I'm very good at this. So
Get on with
the
it.
other one is in Zhao.
Zhao. Huh.
Hmm. Yes,
I bet I could be friends with it.
possibly.
It does seem you know a lot about these automatons.
I am very old, and I have learned a lot of things.
Oh, I'm glad you. I just thought you were saying you were very old. I'm glad you added that.
I mean, it's just kind of a fact. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, it would have been really weird if you just randomly said I'm very old.
Adam just kind of puts a thumb over, like points his thumb over his shoulder to where the spear is. What do you know about something like this? It seems to know you, or someone
Oh,
like you.
does it? I presume it likely doesn't know who me precisely, but it's probably recognizes mm, sort of in a way. That is one of the solutions that was sought out to deal with the Cladis. Mind you, it was not the one that ended up being the successful one.
Yeah,
It was
I'm getting even more confused. So let's say we do find one of these, you know, controller guys, the big autos.
uh
Um, what good's that gonna do?
Well, we are presently facing perhaps a concerning crisis involving the Cladis, yes? And what destroyed the Cladis before?
The autos.
Yes. So, what would be very helpful to find and get the aid of?
You suggesting that we recruit them to torch everything? Because I heard they also like burning humans too.
It has been a very long time since that had happened, and circumstances may be different now. But we won't know unless we ask. The fact that it currently likely exists and hasn't done that is a good sign, I would think. Is it not?
I don't like the way you said maybe though.
Well, who can say?
I
For sure.
suppose. Well, if I'm being honest, I don't really like the odds of us fighting against Moros and the Cladis, but us with an army of killer robots, those are considerably better odds. Let's put it that way.
They will know more about what I am.
Hey,
How
maybe they
that
can
will
help.
us.
Maybe they can help you figure out that that other mode.
You mean the scary one with the glowy eyes and the torching?
Yeah, did you see how it kicked that thing's ass?
Being able to activate it and turn it off at will would be very good.
I'd like to know how you did that too.
Me too.
Huh. Suppose we do something like that. Go and track down and speak to one of these killer robot guys. What's in it for us?
What's in it for you?
Yeah, you know,
You want a reward for aiding your friend find themselves?
I want a
And
reward for
saving the
saving the
world?
world. Yeah,
Ah, I
kinda.
see, I see. Well, as it so happens, I am, looks at Gazelle, very old, smiles behind his mask, and I have gathered a great many things, of which many of things are valuable.
Now, these things that you may give me will not say do something like I don't know,
No, no,
awaken
I
my
wouldn't.
skeleton.
Oh no. No, no, no. Those things are here because we are keeping them sealed and we do not want them out in the world. I would not give you that. That would give you something like that. That would be gravely irresponsible. That would defeat the entire purpose of this organization. No,
I
I would give
see.
you things that are like valuable monetarily. Old pieces of art, old pieces of coinage and wealth and gems and jewels and diamonds and all sorts of valuables.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe
I'll
any
take I'll take one of each, and if you got one, a goblin repelling charm.
any less world destroying weapons or adventuring gear that might help us on the quest?
Yeah, like say a second magic dagger that would go really good with the first one.
We can get you hooked up with gear, yes.
Like maybe weapons with souls?
I
That
don't want it talking back to me. Wait, maybe I
That's
do.
not so bad.
Actually, I think I hate that. Huh.
we have some, but most are in the care of agents of ours, and many of them are deployed. Those that are usable in any case. Some of such things are not wise to release.
I have another.
We have some, but not very many.
Can I make friends with one?
I mean, it's possible, yes.
Can we keep Eldon forever?
No. No,
Unsure.
Eldon and your friend Wei are going to be given an assignment.
What? How
Well,
Oh,
that's
come,
hey,
already
that,
good. Is it
There
they
because
are
he
now.
knows the way?
how come Wei gets a special assignment and I just have to, you know, find a killer robot? Wait, is that my assignment?
Because-
Well, they did open that door.
well, you appear to not want to join the Order of the Last Towers, so I figured you just tagging along with Otto, and you didn't really seem interested in joining, so Wei has been given a badge and actually is being given authority. That offers up to you all, of course, if you wish to join. But you did not seem interested, so I thought you didn't want to join, so wasn't really assigning you a mission. I was helping Otto here.
Did I have
Are
a
you-
badge?
Are you saying that
Hey.
Wei took a job and left? He's not
Hey.
here anymore?
No, he's over there. And you watch as Eldon and Wei are walking in the room
Hey guys,
and heading toward the table.
should I interject for a
Hey
moment?
guys. Yes.
Aaron's computer might have blue screened to death, so you mind if we take
Oh.
a couple minute break
Okay.
before we get into the next leg of this exposition?
Okay.
Let's we'll pause the recording. When we come back to YouTube, Otto will be back. And we're back. So Wei and Eldon walk in the room.
Wei and Eldon walk in the room and they sit at the table.
So Wei,
Hello, everybody.
it's bad enough that
Yes.
Eldon's leaving us. You got something to tell us?
He rubs the back of his neck. All right, so you know how my sword opened a door to a horrors beyond comprehension?
It
We
wasn't
were
that
there.
scary.
Yeah, so I've been talking to Eldon, and I think I need to figure out what the hell the deal with that is. Because the things in there and the person there were not associated with the symbol I have, according to what I just spoke with Eldon about, and what we talked to some people here about who know about that. So I don't know what the deal with that is. It belonged to my master, and I guess I need to figure that out. What that means.
You weren't able to find out anything while you were when you stayed behind in the cave?
No. What was I gonna find? It was full of grass and plants. And he also
How-
took the robot thing that knew more stuff.
I mean, we did take the Dosset, that's correct. But I thought that the lizards knew something about your master. Wasn't that
No,
that not said?
they knew about the ruin and that it was important, but they didn't know about the symbol on my sword hilt.
That's true. They did seem pretty surprised when that opened up.
Yeah, they were just as surprised that I was able to do that. So
Don't
there's something up with
open
that.
it again.
No, we're not gonna open up anything. But I need to know why, what, how. And Eldon here has decided to come with me to help me figure that out.
And where do you think you guys are going to be able to find answers?
Well, I gotta go back home.
Where is home for you again?
Hold on, give me a moment, please. As I look at my own map, because I am dumb.
I'm from.
I am.
Geez, I can't remember. Weiberg. That's right.
I'm from West J. Lynn. I'm from.
Shut up, Peter.
Aaron, you're backwards. You're Aaron talking for normal and Otto talking for
Oops.
Seth.
Lol.
It's just the soul getting out.
I'm from
Yeah.
Gongxing in West Jialin. So I had to go through the dangerous territory and across the plains after that, and then head back home.
Not
So
gonna
it's
lie,
going to
that
be a
sounds
bit of a
terrifying.
while.
They can't just teleport you there? None of the wizards here?
Well, they could, I guess. I
You're
didn't
going
really
with Eldon,
ask.
right?
Yeah, but he can't teleport. I can't, it's true.
Why not?
I need to know where I'm going, and I need to have a circle there to teleport to.
Wow.
And I don't think we have any over there, do we, sir? I was like, no, not really.
I feel like our faith in Eldon may have been a little misplaced. Jeez.
Oh, that's a very hurtful thing for you to say. I blew up that house.
You did. You did blow up that house. That was pretty sick, not gonna lie. Actually, I like Eldon again.
Better. God.
He was
So-
quite helpful.
Well, we're gonna miss you, but good luck. We hope we'll see you again.
Well,
I will
I'll be
definitely
coming.
miss your presence, but I will say it sounds like you got to get this taken care of. Please report back as soon as you can.
Well, I will be coming back here. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna join these guys. 'Cause why not? I guess.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for the skeleton thing. Because
Is-
that's why not.
I mean, we were in a basement with an oni that was full of corpses that it was eating. So just
Yeah,
a
you know
skeleton
what?
just isn't grace to carry.
You know, like a
Hmm?
big, monster that eats dead bodies. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty spooky. Not quite in the same realm as my skeleton gaining sentience and peeling my flesh off, but just yeah, okay.
Well,
Well,
that's why it's here and not out in the world where some wizard could use it to
Yeah.
murder entire towns.
yeah, here where Way wants to hang out. Just saying.
Wade turns and looks at Alden. Alden looks at Lyle like, "Hey, man, don't. Come on, man. Don't. I'm trying to recruit him here. Stop. Stop getting. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it."
Skeletons can do that.
Yeah, apparently skeletons are kind of dicks.
Oh, no, no, no. It's just an artifact that does that.
Right.
Which is why it's locked in a room with only one window, and the only one allowed, really, is Alani over there. Because she's already a
Yeah.
skeleton, so really can't hurt her, so. Shrugs.
Yeah, and she seems nice.
She's extremely nice. She's a very pleasant lady.
How
don't
messed up
know.
would it be if another skeleton burst out of her one day?
I don't know how
Whoa.
that'd be possible, but it would be very disconcerting, yes.
What if they get like another artifact that's like specifically for animating marrow? Yeah, that would be wild.
Well, I would think that would. Disconcerting that you think of that.
Food for thought. Hey, you made me
Anyway.
think of
No.
that first.
No.
It sounds like we might be going on a journey to go and find one of the control units to see if that triggers anything in auto. But Nippano turns to Natul. Is there anything else that we could be doing? This one gestures at Lyle. It is a little bit of a coward, but he is right about one thing, and that we're not necessarily equipped to handle the Cladus. So what can our group be doing that would make a difference?
I prefer the terms brilliant and smart and handsome, but Yeah,
coward.
okay. Yeah, alright, whatever.
I mean, finding the control units is probably would help with that too.
To be clear, the control units and the automatons were the things that defeated the Gladys before, so they, of all options, are probably the strongest.
But we would like to avoid any chance of them cleansing the world of all
So
life.
we make
not just
friends with
us.
them.
Do we? Let's say, hypothetically, we find one and it decides to
Well,
poach all of us.
hmm
Um, I don't want to make Otto uncomfortable, but
are you asking your chances of surviving such a thing?
I feel pretty good about my chances of surviving that thing. Not good about like the odds of survival, but good as in I feel like I have a good grasp on the odds of survival.
Okay.
What I want to ask is, hypothetically speaking, how do we kill one? Because if I had to kill Otto, I would like, I don't know, I guess I would like get a can opener and like
Destroying the core
Go-
would be the best
take
bet, yes.
take his core, yeah.
Yes.
Why are you talking about killing Otto?
I'm not talking about killing Otto
Yeah, what
per
the
se.
hell?
Look, someone's got to ask.
He
Do
is
they?
correct. They are control units. I do not know what will happen if they control me.
Well,
It's logical to ask.
I
you hear that, guys? It's logical. I'm logical.
no, I don't. Well, whatever.
We could just gum up your insides with syrup and pineapple juice, and then you won't be able to move.
Adam laughed a little bit.
At the end of the day, they're machines. If you ruin their inner workings, that will be a problem for them, and that would incapacitate them to some degree. And destroying the core would work. It is a container at best, and is sturdy but not impenetrable. The control units, I imagine, are a bit sturdier, so you would need a bit more oomph, but I think you could generate such means. It is possible. Now, I would not recommend you try unless you absolutely have to, I guess, would be what I would tell you about that. But it's possible, as long as you're careful and think about it and get the proper gear. Tools, rather.
Huh?
Where can we acquire such tools?
Well, it depends on.
Did we
I'm
lose
listening.
you?
Uh
I
oh.
think you passed on your blue screen to Maje.
Uh oh.
Oh no.
Well, this is fine. I need to get up and get some water anyway. I'll be right back.
I didn't blue screen. I'm just thinking.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
his brain blue screen. Gotcha. Let me guess. You're gonna tell me you've got some outpost out in the direction we're going conveniently that will have some cool tools for us that we will learn about later. Real original.
No, you have a magical bag full of weapons from a legendary hero who conquered the country, who conquered the nation.
Oh,
Told you.
okay.
The bag.
The
Yeah,
bag
I guess
that you won't give to me, even though I very much want it.
hey
But
man,
I'm not rude enough to try to take it.
one Deus Ex Machina at a time.
That could have any number of things that would be useful to you.
Oh
If you want
yeah, well,
specifics,
so let's say I'm gonna reach into the bag right now. You're telling me it would give me
okay,
something useful?
potentially yes.
That is
Give
how
me,
it worked before.
give me the bag.
Okay. I'm gonna give him the bag.
I'm gonna just stick my hand in the bag while Tori's holding it out. rummage around and say, okay, well then, hypothetically speaking, this should be useful. Lyle says as
Roll
he pulls his
a
hand down the bag.
2d6, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Give him the stone again. I mean, a
Close
lava
to
stone
good
is
chucks.
useful.
Let's see here. I have a table now, and I'm going to look at it to see what thing would be funny.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
should have just asked for a real pointy stick like mine.
Is there a table for cursed items?
What's in my bag now?
No, that's useful. No, that's useful. You know what? I'm just gonna roll. Let's just see what it is. 80. That's 80. Okay, that'll work. You
Uh-oh.
pull out a fist-sized leather bag. Inside, pebbles. That's all you know.
Adam just scratches his head.
What did you ask it for? Something useful?
I mean, yep. No, that'll work.
That is what he said. Yes.
Peter, we can't hear you.
Oh,
Accidentally muted
I
the mic.
thought you were just in stunned silence.
I'm in
So you have a
stunned silence.
fist-sized bag of pebbles.
So I was gonna take the bag out of the bag, and then he's like, "What the?" and open it and look inside. And was like, "Oh yeah, that's super helpful. That is super duper useful."
There are three pebbles inside right now.
I got the King Emperor's marble collection, or what's left of it.
No, they're literally pebbles, little bits of stone.
Sure.
The rock.
I'm gonna take one out and roll it between my fingers.
Okay.
Is there anything noteworthy I observe about it, other than it just looks like a pebble?
Since you failed, I'm gonna say no.
Lyle's gonna shrug, and he's gonna huck the pebble.
Okay. Well, all right then. What are you hucking it at? Very important that you tell me.
I'm just gonna casually underhand toss it across the room. Maybe at the wall in the corner.
You watch it sail through the air, it hits the wall, and it explodes.
Is screaming still a free action?
Yes.
I scream. Ah!
It doesn't explode very large, but there's now a chunk of rock missing from the wall,
Lyle's gonna look around.
and it crumbles.
He's gonna look at the tool and the skeleton lady and Jeff and then Eldon.
They're all staring at you.
It was like that when I got here.
We just watched you throw it.
Yeah, you see, the thing is about
Anyway,
Okay, obviously that was an impressive effect for so small an object. But he did ask for something useful. Are we to assume that these pebbles would be useful against the Cladis then?
That's not what you said. Just something useful.
Alright, well you should have been more specific, dumbass, then.
hey,
Tori's going to recall
still got two of these.
the memory of them searching through Vondale's mansion and remembering that Lyle took extra gold from the chest that he claimed to find and shared with everybody, but kept more for himself.
Now wait a minute.
And then she's going to say, "It's a good thing that Lyle has a lot of money and can pay for that."
But hey,
Or-
bomb rocks are cool.
Lyle, I want you to add this to your inventory. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
A fist size, a leather bag of explosive pebbles, and make a note that for every day you roll a d8 for it.
Oh. Okay.
And that d8, I will just go ahead and tell you, is how many pebbles are in the bag for that day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it self-replenishes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that was off the table. Would anyone else like to try for funsies?
Well, yeah, you gave him that off of a garbage tier roll. What are you gonna give me if I roll well?
What do I call it? Bob bag.
Bob bag is fun.
Oh yeah.
You could give a better name than that, I'm sure.
Bomb rocks.
Pebble bomb bag.
Pop rocks.
Pop rocks.
Pop
Hey!
rocks.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah, I'm going with that. That's awesome. Alright, I have pop rocks.
I don't know.
What do I roll? 2d6?
Yes, you roll 2d6 to see. Basically, you're rolling to see how close to something specific do you get. Otherwise, I'm just going to go off a table.
Hey,
I'm going
Mache.
to ask for something that will be useful against the Cladis.
That's what you're thinking.
Can we take a quick pause? I need to let the dogs out and also get more water.
Okay.
While he's doing that, before we really get into it, should I
Mm-hmm.
have a note about what kind of damage these rocks do, or is that going to be on a case-by-case basis?
Let's say it does 2d6 damage.
Oh my.
Because the explosion is very big, but it is an explosion. It's like a little grenade. So
Okay.
it does have a good amount of force. So it's not bad. It's not bad.
Okay. I'll add it to the notes about the item. I have pop rocks.
What is that? I am looking through this list to find you a thing that might be useful. Or interesting, rather. Okay, I think I found one. I think I have one.
Very curious.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Here's what you pull out of the bag. It is on a chain, a set of 4 throwing knives.
Oh,
On a
pointy.
like a leather belt? Or
5 pointy
They're like
knife.
detachable. It's just like this is how they're being carried. It's 4 throwing knives on a chain. They can be removed. It's just that's how they're being held together.
okay.
Yeah.
I examine these knives closely, checking
They
to see if they
are-
have souls.
You see something to them that's minor, mind you. There's something there. There's definitely magic entwined in them, but there's definitely a glow to them. It's not extreme, but there's something there.
I'm gonna hold one up to my ear and see if it speaks to me.
It does not.
Oh,
You don't get a sword friend.
well, everyone else has a weapon with a
You
soul. I was
have-
jealous.
You have an owl that talks to you,
I know.
and you
All
can
right.
see the souls of everything around you.
All right. Well, who wants to test out one of these knives for me? Well, go stand over by that wall. I'm gonna throw it.
Do I have to? I'm actually curious. I might do it. Hold on. I'm gonna go stand next to the wall. Don't throw it at me, please.
Can I
know-
throw one too?
I know-
Napana?
No, please. Well, actually, yes, Tori, you throw it. Forget about the
Napano
goblin.
hands them all out. Hands one to Tori. Hands one to Gazelle. One to Adam. All right, 3, 2,
Hold
1.
on. You guys know how to throw knives, don't you? Wait, I should have asked this question earlier.
Probably.
Are we rolling 2d6?
If
mean,
you
I
really
throw
want to
stickers.
see if you hit,
I mean, I'm sure that we could find a target dummy or something, but
Ah.
no, he's actually rolled well at defying
Good
danger.
job.
okay.
10's
Oh,
pretty
no.
good. Oh god, Tori.
Tori, no.
11 beats 10.
Remember, you're rolling to see if you miss or not.
Am I rolling too?
Yeah, if you want to throw a knife at him.
Adam is
Hand-
choosing not to throw it. He's just more curious as far as what happens.
Oh, 10 is a full success. Oh, and but that's 2 other full successes.
Should ask them where they're aiming, though.
Where are you guys aiming?
At Lyle.
Well, I'm gonna say you miss. The Pano misses Lyle. The knife will sail true, though. You miss because he dodges out of the way because he's going to get stabbed. But you will get to see something happen. But I do need to know: are you trying to, Tori, Gazelle? Are you actually trying to hit Lyle? This is. I need you to. I need to know.
Aiming for his clothes. So like it hits, but not him.
So it's Kate.
Cape.
I
Yeah,
am
Marty's good.
aiming for the strap on his coin purse.
Please no.
Nice.
$1.
At an angle that would go not it wouldn't hit him. It's like he's jumping around and I just want to hit that shit right clean so that it just cuts the straps and hits the wall behind him.
Okay, here's what happens.
Does my success mean anything?
Napano's. Yes. Let's see. How does it? Your success will help you. Your success is saving you from Napano. So, I guess pick one of the other 2 things to say doesn't occur between Tori's and Gazelle.
I'm listening. Oh,
You have to pick.
Shit.
Which one? Which one doesn't happen?
Gazelle doesn't hit my clothes.
Okay. So you dodge out of the way of Gazelle's dagger. Napano's dagger misses you as well, hitting the wall behind you. Tori's dagger flies by as you're dodging out of those. and it cuts free your coin purse, which clatters onto the floor.
Hey, my gold.
So the knives hit the wall behind it and sink into the wall, almost like too well, like surprisingly well. And nothing seems to happen for a second. It was like, oh, that's it. They're just really good knives. And then Lyle, I imagine, quickly tried to scoop up his coins.
Yeah.
And Lyle, as you're doing that, you hear a hiss coming from the wall behind you.
Wall snake. Wait, hold on. What's going on?
You look behind you. You watch as behind, out of like the handle for the daggers, the knives, glows like and starts to like jet this blue smoke out of the back. As like these knives are like vibrating the wall, and like then the blades themselves are glowing blue, as like vibrate in the wall, like slowly at first, then steadily more violently as the smoke coming out of them just gets more violent and like starts thrusting out like steam eventually, until the stone around the knives bursts and the daggers clatter to the floor.
Whoa. Why is that the exact same thing I got, but way cooler?
I rolled higher than you.
Well, I was like, wow. Don't throw this at me again.
Might.
Please don't.
Don't tempt us with a good time.
Here's what mechanically this will work like. As a dagger, it is just a dagger. It's a good dagger, so it's not going to break to anything conventional. It's magic effectively, so it's not going to like break from someone trying to break it unless they have something that can do that to magical weapons. So that's the first benefit. But otherwise, it just does your weapon damage. But what it also does is it starts a clock. If that clock ticks to 4 for every hit with those daggers, that's why there's 4, you do an additional effect, which will be like, I'm going to spitball it here and say 2d6. And it'll be that kind of damage that you want to deal to Gladys.
Wait, so they will be effective against the Cladis? They do
Yes.
have souls?
Yes, they have a minor bit of soul in them, but they're not sentient.
Gotcha. Okay.
What you need to hit with all 4 for that effect to take effect.
Ah,
That's the catch.
okay. And when I'm rolling, then am I like rolling to throw all 4 in rapid succession, or is it going to be like 1 per attack per turn before I can get my damage on the 4th one?
It depends on your degree of success.
Okay. Can you maybe put that down so I can write it and include it on my character sheet? Like mechanically how it works? Doesn't have to be right now if you're...
Okay, I will write something up later. I'm just speaking it to you right now. That's all I have.
I
is
know,
what
I had
just
questions. I know, I'm sorry. It's complicated. But that's very cool to know that we potentially have what we need on us already. That's excellent.
So,
Are you done playing the bag?
we need to remove the Cladis from Lyle and Adam.
Yes. I will need to do some preparations, so I will have rooms prepared, and we will have that procedure done in the morning.
This won't kill me, will it?
No, it won't. Unless I
Amazing.
truly do a terrible job. But I guarantee you, I am very, very good at what I do, so you will be fine. You have my word.
I'm gonna be counting
He's
on you.
very old.
Good
I am
enough for
very
me.
old.
Wait. Is that good or is
It'll be
that bad?
fine. He knows what he's doing. He's got a lot
I'm
of
old enough
experience.
with the fact that I'm old is no longer a detriment, but a boon, you could say.
See,
Okay.
it'll be fine.
Okay, but I'm still scared.
You should be scared. It's a very scary thing to have happen to you. It would be weirder if you weren't scared, and it would be more suspicious if you weren't.
Oh. Okay.
I just want the stupid thing out of me.
That's fair. We will get it out of you.
Mom and I will assist.
I will be glad for the assistance.
You can assist with mine. You can help with Adam's.
Okay.
Adam just shrugs and gives Otto a thumbs up.
I mean, I have to do. You'll both. Okay, whatever makes you more comfortable. Don't worry about it.
Lyle's gonna look at you, and raise his eyebrows. Pop him up and down
Don't
a
look at
couple
me.
times.
Don't look at me. Stop
I'm
it.
looking.
Stop
I'm
looking at me.
looking. I'm looking
Stop
at
it.
you.
Stop
Hey,
it.
hey, hey.
Stop doing it. Lyle. I can still throw fire at you, Lyle.
You wouldn't throw. You would throw
I
fire
have
at
done it.
me.
I have done it before. I'll do it again.
She
I will
has
use
definitely
fire
done it
in your
before.
brain when we open up your head.
That would be very reductive.
Yes, it would. So maybe you should stop staring at me.
Okay. I'll stop staring at you.
Good.
Thinking about you, on the other hand.
Oh my god. I don't want to know what you think about at all.
Lyle,
Yeah.
you're making Mom uncomfortable.
She likes it.
Stop
She likes the attention.
Antagonizing your surgeon is a very interesting idea. Not
No.
what I would do, but you do what you want to do.
I think it'll make her do a better job.
He just stares at you. It's like, are you sure about that?
As a gambling man, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
So, the morning, huh?
Mhm. I mean, I can't do it right now. I have to prep the room and get everything assorted and get the required materials, and it's gonna take me tonight.
I see. Well,
You are all free to go where you wish, within reason, of course. Enjoy the library, enjoy the cafeteria, enjoy our various recreational rooms. There's some safer artifacts to look at if you wish to go
Can I
peruse.
go look at the skeleton stone?
You'd have to ask Alani, and I'm pretty sure she would say no, because it'd be very irresponsible to let you in there.
Okay.
I appreciate you asking first, though. Thank you.
is there, let's say, any other orbs that bring other parts of your body to life? Help them do incredible things?
Are you making a crass remark? Are you asking?
I was actually being 100% serious, but yes.
Oh.
You can tell me. I won't tell the others.
In fairness, I heard about a guy who had his hand start going crazy and he had to chop it off. I don't want that happening.
Huh.
Oh yes, the shadow. You could stick the in the shadow, and that would be. It would certainly do something.
What
I
kind?
don't think you want to have a disagreement with your dick. Just saying.
That's awful crass, old man.
Jeff knows all about that. The shadow. If you want to ask him questions about it and what you could do with it.
What did Jeff put in the shadow?
Oh, he just
Jeff-
put some mice in it, and then they come back out, right?
Did they come out bigger?
Jeff kind of thinks about that. Kinda.
Tell me
Some
more.
of them did. They also came out with more hands
You don't say.
and more eyes
Okay.
and
Okay.
extra mouths.
All right.
And some of them didn't have skin anymore. It was just muscle. And some of them were like covered in this like their skin was so pale it was like almost dusty. And then if you put a light over them, they start to burn. Any light at all will just kind of set them on fire. Some of them were just dead.
Tori's gonna put her hand on Lyle's shoulder and just kind of like, if you're gonna do this, don't worry, I'll kill you afterward if it doesn't work out.
Sounds like one hell of an
Honestly,
STD.
honestly, I like my odds by the sound of it. Like that was
Yeah.
that was like 10 things with like one bad one.
You're
You,
you think you're gonna go for
were
it?
you listening to what I said? I don't think I said that many very good things. Right? Did I say anything that was good?
That's
No,
half of
don't
them were
worry
good.
about it.
Adam just shakes his head.
Do you want your downstairs to have more mouths?
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay, what do you think I mean? I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I don't think you're comprehending what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think you understand what I could do with that.
You could go down without going down.
I'm horrified by you. Somehow, you are more baffling than Gazelle, and that's impressive.
Now
Yeah,
that
they really go
that-
back and forth a lot.
That's
that
why I
is
keep him around,
That's
honestly.
true.
that is reductive. Absolutely.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Should
Yes.
let him try. It'll give us the chance to test out these new knives.
No.
Yeah, it'll probably grow back.
They won't.
I was just trying to make him feel better.
I don't want him to do it. I don't want him to feel better about it. I won't want him to do it. And then I have to deal with the mess that he's behind, and it's a bunch of paperwork, and it'll be horrifying in some capacity.
Every party needs a pooper. That's why they invited you. Party pooper.
Hey, Lonnie, this guy's
Pooper.
volunteering to go look at the skull artifact.
Oh,
No, wait a minute. Hold up. Slow down. That was Gazelle.
No, I'm pretty sure it was this guy,
No, it was the other one. It was him. Maybe
this
the
creeper
goblin.
who tried to peep on you.
That wasn't me. I was just getting my dagger. Okay, it fell. Don't you remember? Everybody always assumes the worst when you climb under a table and start lifting skirts, but, there's innocent reasons to do that.
No.
Oh, well, you're just not open-minded.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. It's cold.
Yes, it
Very.
is.
It's very
It's
cold
very
outside. It is 0 degrees.
All right. Well, unless anyone else has any questions or anything else they would like to do or anything they would like to go look at.
No, I don't think I've actually seen the library yet. I think that's kind of where I want to start walking toward.
Oh, okay. Anybody else?
Books are stupid. I'm gonna go look for the shadow if Jeff's not gonna help.
Are you really? Are you really gonna do this?
Is it okay if I go looking but don't find it?
Hmm.
I imagine you'd have to roll for that.
Can I roll for not finding it?
Roll for my mercy.
Is that defy danger again?
Roll
Uh-oh.
2d6. Don't add anything.
Don't add anything. Oh, come on.
Correct. It's just purely my mercy.
Can I change my mind?
No, no, you can't. You've
Uh-oh.
pushed this button too far. No, you don't have to.
So about that clock.
Is that a good
It's
roll?
not- No,
Hey,
I'm not
our,
going to add that to the clock. You guys did have a failure earlier, so I will add that to the clock.
our ambulance ready. I'll use it in case the shadow does something I don't like.
You don't have to go actually find the shadow. It's just a joke. I'm not actually going to do that to you because it would not end well no matter what what you roll.
Are you sure?
If you went to the shadow without any light and stayed there long enough for it to do something to you, you would be dead. And I would get you instead.
Well,
Maje's a group.
That sounds familiar.
doesn't sound fun, but okay.
In a different way than normal. So it would be so you'd be free of the Cladis in a way,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
but you wouldn't be Isle anymore.
I was a Cladis once.
Don't do this. This ends badly. It's not good. Don't listen. Don't. Bad. Bad. Bad.
Okay.
What's everybody else doing?
What's everyone else doing? Are you doing it just to be doing something and then be in the morning, or are you actually trying to do something that is context that require?
I don't know if there's anything interesting going on in the library right now.
There's a lot of interesting books you could find. There's interesting people. There's like all kinds are there, but they're kind of just going about their business.
I think I don't want to talk to anybody at this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Adam has seen all he could as far as the library goes, but if he has to kill time until morning, then he will probably actually go find the training grounds this time.
I would like to find books about Moros. Can I find books about Moros?
That'll be a spout lore, and that'll tell you how much you learn.
I am about to roll these bones. Bones, don't fail me now.
Well, if your bones fail you could always go look at the skull artifact, and then your bones would be a person.
We'll keep that in mind.
Okay. I would tell you something interesting, and it's up to you to think of. Is there any particular thing you want to learn about Moros?
I would like to know about its governing body. Is it a? Is it a? Is it a? Is it a? Is it a?
It's an
Is it rolled-
empire, so it has the emperor. I'm not
Yes.
gonna. That doesn't count. That's just something. It's just kind of. It's an empire. It's ruled by an emperor. That's known. You know that.
Okay.
That's common
Um,
knowledge.
That's common knowledge.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not an answer for this question. So continue.
Um, how long has the Emperor line been in, power?
As far as historical record goes, the Morosian Empire is on the newer side. So there's only been, let's say, 3 emperors so far.
All right, so we're dealing with Kim Jong Un. That's what I'm hearing. Um,
Sort of.
let's see. What other questions might I have?
There were like, if I can give more context if that's what you want to answer, but if you have more you want to ask, go on.
I'll let you say what you were gonna say, and then I'll pose
Okay.
more questions.
Okay. Well, I can't give you too much because you rolled an 8, so I can't give you everything.
Mhm.
So there's only been 3 emperors, but you get the gist that like there's been like little noble states in the Morosian territory that eventually coalesced into this empire, and then one of those noble houses, it seems, became the emperor
Through politics came
through
into
politics.
power, not
Yes,
through conquest.
there might have. It does seem like there was some conquest
Mm.
of some variety. Some alliances were formed, some conflicts were had, but eventually it coalesced into the Morosian Empire.
And do they have any formal allies outside of Moros?
Does Moros have any allies outside of Moros?
Yeah. Like, are they allied with like? Is like the Empire of Moros allied with like Olkheim? Are they like neutral to them? I guess I'm just asking about who their allies are on the world map.
In terms of like big political known allies, no.
No friends.
I mean
Come.
they've had relations, but like proper alliances, no.
Hmm. What other questions might I have? I think
Do,
I'll.
do territories
I think.
count?
I think with one more. I have one more question, and then I'll do it since it was only an 8. May I have one more question?
For an 8, no.
No. Whatever. Stupid book. I throw the book.
That's from you like perusing Morosian novels of history. It all kind of blends together at a certain point.
The books are not very good.
I mean, they're dry. They're history books.
Yeah.
They might be old and outdated too.
Could also
Somewhat.
be very controlled by the state. What's allowed to be printed about the state? No freedom of the press. Printing press.
Well, maybe. But there's a lot of books here, and these people are not necessarily, they're not aligned with Moros, so they have no reason to do that.
More like freedom of oppress.
That's true. Hmm. I'm going to. All right. Stupid question, but is there anything else of interest in the library besides the books?
I mean, there's people, there's researchers of all kinds, there's a bunch of different people from a bunch of different backgrounds. There are a great deal of people here.
Any like artifacts on display?
In the library, no.
No. Is there a globe?
There's
like
there's a couple orbs to ponder, yes.
Okay. I want to look at one of the world orbs.
Okay.
I want to. Is there any like Are there any like continents or islands that we do not have a name for on the world map that we have provided to us through the Roll20 that have a name on the globe? Is there anything that we're missing that's listed here? Such as a floating continent.
You want me to give you a name for that continent, huh?
I mean, that's what I'm looking at, but kind of what I'm going for, yeah.
Hmm.
Do I
Mhm.
see it?
Hold on. Give me
Or
one
maybe
second.
any maps where it wasn't always floating?
Well, he has to look at globes, and globes be up to date. So no, you don't have a map you're looking at. That's what he asked, so that's what he gets.
Okay.
Let's see here. Do 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 do. Okay, I have a name. One I
What
just
is
made up just now. That island was called Quail.
IL?
Mhm.
Interesting. I want to look for a book on Quail.
Well, now it's someone else's turn because you just had a whole bunch of looking, and that's what you spent most of this evening doing.
Ah!
Because you don't have unlimited time, and it takes time to research what you did. Silly.
Fine.
All right. Does someone else want to do anything? Look up something? Ask any questions? Okay.
Otto's gonna find the tool later.
Okay. You find him You find him in a private chamber where he's kind of going over some books. It's like a private, not a private lab. It's one of the community labs, and he's kind of assembling materials, presumably for the surgery later.
Excuse me.
Oh yes. Hello, Otto.
You said I could ask you questions.
Sure, by all means. He says as he pulls out a jar of some sort of plant and puts it on a table.
You are old.
Yes.
Do you know
The Muffin Man.
where my soul came from?
Specifically, you mean?
Yes.
I'm afraid not. As I said, that was not my purview. I was on Zhao. I was on what would later become Zhao for the majority of the Cataclysm. I believe the first real successes into the Automaton project were in what would become Purmog and Moros, but as territory was lost to the Cladis, things had to be shifted away from there.
What was destroyed?
Everything, civilization, entire biomes were consumed and became part of the Cladis. Every forest, every plant, entire swaths of territory became a living thing that wanted nothing more to consume everything else and spread.
The whole world.
Eventually, that would have been the case, yes. Conventional magics was able to delay it somewhat with the power we had at the time, but it was never enough to really destroy it. Even in Zhao, majority of efforts to contain the Zhao outbreak were costly.
What was the cost?
He kind of puts down a scalpel and just kind of stares at it. Everything. Everything we had.
Do you
Magics.
think it'll happen again?
That is why I'm still alive. That is why I continue to live, to make sure it doesn't.
Before it was destroyed,
Yes.
were there machines that flew through the sky?
He blinks and looks at you. Like, well, yes, there were. They were pretty common, really. Eventually, we overcame the need for conventional naval vessels and created airships and such like that. It became so routine that it was pretty not uncommon for many people to have one.
So it was real.
What was real? What are you talking about? I'm very confused.
I saw in my dream a city with machines in the air.
He just kind of stares at you. Is that all you remember?
I was human.
You would have been, yes.
Do I only have one soul?
That I do not know. It's possible, but I have not found any automaton where that was the case.
I see.
All the ones I found so far are at least 2 or 3. Usually more. Of
How
course, the
many?
ones. How many have I found, or how many souls have I seen in one?
Both.
I found quite a few. We have some here. We've put them back into working bodies and then tried to help them through to some sort of consciousness if they could be. But
May I see them?
sure, they don't really remember anything though. Part of getting them to be functional was making them into blank slates to some degree.
I understand.
As for how many I've seen in one, I think the most I've seen is an amalgamation of 13. That one we had to destroy.
Why?
The moment it woke up, it attempted to kill everyone around it.
Awkward.
I didn't do that.
No, that's not what your mother told me. I asked her similar questions about how you woke up. You just sort of came into being. You woke up and you were there.
Yes.
You think that marks you as something special. And that is why I'm interested in your core.
I'm sorry I can't help you yet.
That's all right. We have time. And the more you
Mhm.
learn of well, the more you learn of yourself, the more that will help me.
I will
And
learn
as
as much as I can.
that is all I ask. Now, if you would not mind, would you mind helping me assemble these materials? I
Of
still
course.
need to. He starts listing off things he's going to need, and he kind of directs you around the room, and you kind of find medical materials and medical salves and chemicals. And unless you have anything further to ask him,
Nope, I'm good.
okay. Then you two spend the rest of the night just kind of setting that up, because he also
Yeah.
does not need to sleep, Aaron.
Oh. Non-sleeping buddies.
He's part robot.
Not yet.
No, that's what he wants to be.
Hmm.
Okay. It is almost 9 o'clock. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, everybody?
Okay.
I'm
Unless
listening.
you have something else you want to do, speak now.
I'm good.
Nah.
Looking around the
Wanna-
room.
I'm good.
Hey.
What's
Okay.
up?
No, I wanted to do something with Otto, but it's not going to work if he's working through the night.
Okay. There's always time later.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's going to happen is morning will come. The Adam and Lyle will be gathered into a room. You'll be put into patient gowns for your surgery. You are sent to a room.
Hold
You are
on.
put. Oh,
Is my ass hanging out?
no, no, because they know you want that.
What if I don't secure it?
They will secure it for you.
Correct.
It's also your head that really requires opening, so it doesn't really require you to remove your pants.
And you put me in a gown. That was your decision, not mine.
This is true. This is true. You goddamn dirty bastard.
Okay, so we're in gowns, getting ready for surgery.
Okay. You are taken into surgery. You are put into induced anesthesia, and the surgery begins. And
Uh-oh.
despite what Lyle wanted, you're done one and then the other. And all three of them are doing that, alongside several others who are just kind of there to make sure the process goes well.
Hold on.
And it.
I got a
Oh,
question.
yes.
Does UA put her hand inside me?
In
Oh,
your
God.
brain? No, actually. She does not, because most of it is done by Natul, as he is the head surgeon in this case.
I hate
So
this fucking
unfortunately,
game.
Yui doesn't put anything inside you.
You had an old man in your head.
She does hold a part of your brain that had a little bit of Gladys on it, though, and quickly disposes of it. So she does
Well,
touch your brain and does send it out of the thinking.
what else does she hold?
Jesus.
Moving on. As you two are treated, you, in the depths of your unconsciousness, see something.
Uh-oh.
You both see others' perspectives in a weird kind of strange way of like this as but you feel extremely disconnected. You're like seeing flashes of several different perspectives of several different people from several different places. It's very confusing. And for the last roll of the night, I want both of you to do a spout lore for me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit. That's at 11.
Oh.
Adam,
Let's see. So spout lore, that would be with int.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. That's still a success. So you each are going to get different things. So we're going to start with Adam. Adam, you see several individuals' perspectives around a city in Shao, you're pretty sure. But it's hard to like get specifics because you're bouncing between these different sites, and you're feeling very disconnected and out of your body. It's very disconcerting. But there's like a parade going on is the kind of vibe you get. You like see it, and then you see different
Ooh.
perspectives of time. Like the parade floats are moving by at one point, and then you move to another perspective, and then they haven't even gotten there yet. And in another perspective, they haven't even started. In another perspective, the parade is basically almost finished. And like you're switching between these different perspectives out of order. And you're not sure which is which, where you are, what time it is.
Weird.
But there's some kind of procession going.
Don't
And
like that.
and Lyle, what you see is there is a vessel at sea. And on that vessel, there are several different people. You get like more stable connections. You see perspectives longer. Your time frame is more consistent. Whereas Adam saw like a random spout of time of like some sort of parade and celebration, celebrating something somewhere in Zhao. That's about all he could put together. You are at sea. You are traveling toward
Okay.
a shore that you have seen before, one that you are on now. And on this vessel, it flies colors you have definitely seen before. These are, but it's not just one set of colors. There's a Morosian colors that you know very well. But then there's the crests of several different houses lining the edges of this boat. And standing above them all, and standing very clear, are the colors representing the house of the Emperor as he approaches the shore of Zhao.
Uh-oh.
And he is sitting upon his throne. You see through one last perspective. His fist on his chair, resting against his cheek, as he watches the shore with cold, cold eyes. And that's where it ends. And then it's just noise. And that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up?
We started earlier and we're still ending at the same time?
Yeah,
An earlier
because
time?
that's the idea.
We got an extra hour.
We didn't get an
Yeah.
extra hour.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. I can see
Yeah.
like the recording.
We started at 4, we ended at 10. You're welcome.
I feel ripped off. Okay. Wrapping up then.
Yes, because I am tired.
I'll be honest, I am too.
That old man needs his beauty sleep.
So,
And also ended on a good note.
yeah, does that mean that Adam and Lyle's clocks go away entirely?
Yes, actually, your clocks are gone. Congratulations, you're free of the Gladys.
Yay!
Sure.
And that vision was a gift for getting out of the Gladys.
Cool.
Well, I guess Lyle can just leave the party now.
Bye.
Damn.
Sucks.
He's done, yeah.
How do you feel about our experience?
Oh, in terms of, did you learn something new? Did you overcome an obstacle? Did you change a location? You mean that?
Yeah.
You didn't change your location, that's for sure. Did you
Wait.
learn something new?
A few things.
I would say so.
Learned
I
about
would
the new
think-
continents.
You learned about the new area, the new island. You learned about more details of the skull artifact. You learned about the fucking cool scar artifact. You learned about the shadow thing. You learned that Natul is from before the cataclysm.
He is very old.
He is very old.
Old as
Theme of the
fuck.
session.
There's also the matter of it would seem that Lyle is seeing shit is ready to go down
Pretty spooky,
in
yeah.
Jow.
To be clear, it did not seem like a military vessel. It was just a big boat and the Emperor is on it.
I mean, he's not going to go anywhere without military protection.
Theoretically.
In any case, you did not overcome a notable enemy or obstacle.
I don't think I failed any
So-
rolls either for a change.
You did. You did fail at least one roll because
Oh,
your
that's right.
dragon ammo is full.
I didn't get to see under the skeleton's skirt. That's right.
Yes,
Does that
that's right.
count?
Yes, you rolled. And I hurt you. That
Okay.
counts.
It's what the Emperor would have done.
Does the bag roll count?
I don't think it should.
I got
No,
something.
because
I would agree.
it was already full at the time. And it does count for like experience.
Do I get the experience
okay.
point for the pebble, for the pop rocks? Because I got a reward.
This is true. So no, just the one.
I'll take it.
And then the one that you're all getting.
Yay.
We're getting one.
Yes.
Okay.
For learning new stuff. Give it the
So
program.
that's how many total?
2.
But he blew a hole in the wall. We changed the location.
Nah, you funny.
Here you. I dare you take my words.
What do you level up at level 7?
I believe it's 7 plus 7. as I
14.
recall. I think
Yeah,
so.
it sounds right.
I am level 8.
Congratulations.
Oh, I
Okay,
guess
well,
that
late
means I'll be
things.
level 7 soon.
You're all at a safe space, so you can definitely level up if you can.
Nice.
I am 2 more tiers away from maxing out. It's
Might
all
have to
hope and prayers after this.
We might have to take system change more seriously.
Yes. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to figure it out. Also,
I'm also 2 levels above Ed apparently. And maybe others as well.
No, I'm level 7, well on my way to 8.
I'm hitting 8 right here with you, buddy.
I think it's either just not rolling enough or just not leveling enough or counting as EXP, right?
No. Yeah, Ed's been doing a lot of things too.
I think the rolling is probably. I think that seems to be the bulk of it.
As much.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not failing enough. Start sucking.
in any case, it's time to end the recording.
Yes. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube, you bitch.
Hi.
Heidi.
Butts.
Ass.
Tushy.
Dick.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.